Hello everybody, and today we're going to be going over the summoning in RLCraft with the Bestiary and covering all that. So let's just hop right into it. Tutorials I've seen have yet to properly showcase it, I guess. It's more just like exploring about the item, so today I'm going to give you an actual guide. So there's 5 different summoning staffs. We have the basic summoning staff, the savage summoning staff, the sturdy summoning staff, the stable summoning staff, and the blood summoning staff. Each of these staffs are crafted in a similar function to where this is the basic one that you'll get, because gold, it requires a certain level to get, so you would first start out with the basic summoning staff. This will summon minions to do your bidding, and it will create a portal, and over time the portal will drain your summoning focus, which is above your hunger bar. And then with these other summoning staffs, there's a couple different things that they do. The savage one summons twice the minions, but they only have half the health. The sturdy summoning staff lasts much longer, but costs more focus. Therefore, it means it costs more energy, essentially, to actually summon the creature, and the creature will be out for longer with a better staff. The stable summoning staff summons minions to last longer, but once again, it'll cost more focus. The blood summoning staff will have the focus, but it will sacrifice your own health. So let's say I use this, and I will lose health because of it. So, going into the crafting recipes, the summoning staff is just crafted with ender pearl, bone, and gold ingot. Very basic. The savage summoning staff is crafted with lapis lazuli, a summoning staff, 2 bones, gas, and 3 gas tiers on the bottom. A sturdy summoning staff has iron around like an iron helmet, the summoning staff, and then obsidian at the bottom. The stable summoning staff has diamond summoning staff and a gold ingot. And finally, the blood summoning staff is 3 redstone, 2 bones, nether wart, diamond, and a summoning staff. So that's the recipes for all these different items. First thing you're probably wondering is, how do you access the bestiary? So usually you have it set in your controls, if we can just scroll down, to Lysonite's mobs. I have bestiary accessed through insert, but you can set this to be whatever you want. And here's all the different controls that you should have set if you want to use this. But then again, they're not required, because some of them you can just access through going through multiple steps. So I'm going to hit my bestiary. So as you can see, I've killed a couple mobs already, and yeah, there's five different little sections. There's the index, which tells you about bug fixes, more information. They have a website for Lysonite's mod, so I definitely recommend checking that out if you want to learn more about the mobs, or stick around and wait for a all mobs video, which should be coming out soon. The creatures are what's in your actual bestiary, categorized by beast, elemental, dead. There's a lot of different categories. The pets are a little bit different. So let's say I have a dog. I can use a soul stone, which I'll show in a minute, to bind my soul to that dog, and it will just be, I'll be able to access that pet at all times. Alright, for summonings, for the ones that I can summon, I have a couple available that I already got prepared. I would recommend the Cinder, because they're not too easy, they're not that difficult to kill, but they're also a really powerful mob, and they cost very little summoning energy. So you can set this creature to do a couple different things. Actions, so if it's a passive or not passive mob. The stance, it's passive, defensive, assist, and aggressive. Passive means it just, will exist in the world. Defensive will attack if it's being attacked. Assist will help you if you attack something, and aggressive, it will attack everything. A couple different movement functions. There's the follow, wander, and sit. Follow obviously follows you around. Wander just goes and does its own thing, and sits, it just stays where it is. So, if I grab myself a summoning staff, it's going to create this portal right around me. Excuse me. It's unpeaceful. You make sure you're in the right difficulty because you cannot summon these guys in peaceful. Alright, so now that we have our guy, we can access by shift, right-clicking. We can access him through here. So if we want to add a, let's see, if we want horse armor. Oh yeah, and the more items mod does get in the way of the little menu, so maybe just type something random so it won't show up and then you can easily access things. So you can literally put, well, it's renamed it pet armor, but it's still horse armor, guys. And you can put, you know, like let's say a chest for storage. Boom. So yeah, and then they'll disappear after a little bit of time. You can just summon them back in. You can summon multiple, I believe. As long as you have enough energy, which will vary when you're in survival. Okay, they're just gonna have their fun. So that's some of the very basics of the summoning. But there's a couple more items you should be aware of. The Soulgazer, you would use this on a creature to add it to your bestiary, just quickly. So you can, let's see, go up to a mob. Here, actually, let me bring one in. Let's do, sure, Cervix. Use the bestiary. Add it. Oh, no. Are they fighting? So there you go away. Anyways, yeah. But yeah, you can use it to help, you know, find out more information about different mobs, like so. So yeah, that's what the Soulgazer, and it's also a very important ingredient for crafting all of these what we call soul keys, and also soul stones. So the soul key is used to activate summoning altars to call for a rare monster or for special events. Now with these soul keys, whoa, that's a lot of mobs. Let's just do a quick peaceful reset. Thank you. So with these soul keys, they do something actually kind of special. So what you do is you need to create these altars for different events to essentially activate these certain events. So let's say they're made out of obsidian and a diamond block. So to build an example, I'll show you as such. So you can do a lunar grew altar. I will leave the link to Lysonite's mobs for all the links that you would need for all the different types. So this is 4 high. Block of diamond. Boom, 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 just like so. It's kind of a weird way of doing it, but then you can just use soul key, and then boom. Raise one of these guys from hell. And then you can summoning pedestal. So you go to a summoning pedestal. So if I type in summoning, the main ones is this one. So what you can do is you can place this down, like so, and you can use a soul key of these different rarities. Oh, and this is the soul stone that I mentioned earlier, so if you want to have a creature permanently bond to you, but they have to be tamed. Alright, so you can use this essentially to keep your mobs in there. So like Cinder, yes, or just edit it in all these different ways. It's really cool. So that's what a summoning pedestal does. Now, if we want to use these soul keys, where is it? Yeah, there's a bunch of different altars that you can use to summon different mobs and bosses to fight. I'm just gonna leave a picture right here. And yeah, that will pretty much cover it for the summoning guide for RLCraft. I hope you guys enjoyed. I thoroughly enjoyed myself here. If you guys are new here, please smash like and subscribe. It would really help out the channel. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Peace out.